Perfect.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all. I almost said Tuesday. I don't know why. I'm so used to doing this show on a Tuesday, but here we are. It is Monday, and yes, this is another live edition of the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share it through social media, wherever it is that you share your wrestling content with. It is Monday, March 17th, 2025. And yes, this is the recap of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, look, being that WWE are on this European tour, it's me, by the way. It's Steve. What's up, y'all? Being that WWE is on this European tour and a lot of these shows are going to be out early, especially Raw, I decided, you know what, for the time being, we're going to postpone Steve's Kitchen to review Monday Night Raw, recap it. So Tuesday will be like the off day, babe. Tuesday and Thursday for the next couple of weeks will be the off days for us. But yeah, here we are. We're talking about Monday Night Raw. Well, I am, for that matter. What went down tonight? We saw John Cena, Cody Rhodes face to face promo style, if you will, in the ring. John Cena finally explained himself to why. Why did he turn heel? Why did he attack Cody Rhodes at the end of the Elimination Chamber match that took place a couple of weeks ago? Why did he align himself? Well, he didn't really explain that portion of it, but still, he let it all out there. He basically went off on the crowd in Brussels, Belgium. But chime in with your thoughts. What did you like about Monday Night Raw? What did you not like? Let me know in the chat. We're also reading your comments here in the live chat as well. But for the most part, I thought Raw overall had a hot crowd. That European crowd puts us to shame. I really do wish, honestly, that the U.S. viewer that's watching this show, at 3 p.m., this was, in this case, for Monday Night Raw, we get to see how energetic the European crowd is, and we can just take a little bit of what they do, and implement it into the shows that happen here in the States. Because it's night and day just how the crowd reacts to certain things on the show, especially in Europe. It puts us to shame. It really, really does. But yeah, chime in with your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. What did you like? What did you not like? And all that stuff. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the show a big old thumbs up. I thought overall Raw, again, good crowd for the most part. A good crowd. I thought the Cena Cody segment was fire for the most part. And then you had the rest of the show. Solid stuff. Even the main event between Braun Breaker and Finn Balor, I thought was pretty good for the most part. But let me know in the chat and all that stuff, if you will, what's going on. Safed, hope all is well with you. Sup, everyone. Sup, brother. How you doing? But yeah, man, Raw opened up literally, like, say they do the whole intro, right? And now forever, right? Monday Night Raw, and they show the crowd, and there's like dead silence for like a couple seconds. I was gonna say hot minute, but really, to be honest, it was just silence for a couple seconds. And it's like, all right, it's happening. Here we go, Cena. Let's get this started, right? And he comes out. John Cena comes out. If you notice in the picture, right, it's basically same old John Cena, right? T-shirt, hat, right? Same music, right? If you notice, though, he didn't run to the ring like he would normally do, right? He would, like, normally. Let me give you all an example real quick what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna run or anything like that. So he would like look at the camera, right? And he would put his towel up, like, with the little word "never give up," and he would run to the ring. He walked, took his time, right? Walk to the ring. And look, it's the same music. I know a lot of people out there were kind of like disappointed, right? Disappointed that, it's not new music. It's the same in-ring attire. He's still wearing the shorts and these t-shirts. And look, Cena's not dumb, okay? Dude got to make his money. And again, people forget this is still part of the farewell tour. This is still the farewell tour that we're in. And the factor in, like, yo, WWE is going to make money off the fact that it's the retirement tour. And every city going to have their own special themed t-shirt for John Cena, right? Just keep that in mind too. So again, they're not dumb on that. They're making money off these t-shirts for the most part. But as far as, again, the music and the look, that wasn't going to change. That was not going to change. Even Cena said it like, yo, those are his words in the music, right? Your time, I mean, the crowd, your time is up. His time is now. And also factor into, Cena doing that. Let's say for 1 second, right? Cena would have changed the music, changed his look. It will be basically feeding into what you wanted. Keep that in mind. Him doing all that would basically fulfill the desire that you wanted in the John Cena heel turn. You're getting what you want if that was the case. Yeah, a new rap song, right? Some people were saying, oh, I'll go back to basic thugonomics, right? That wasn't going to happen. John Cena is not going to give you what you want in that aspect. So I think it's a smart move. The kid got a ticket and got merch just to catch strays from John Cena. Yeah, I seen the kid's going to be a meme now. And honestly, let's take it easy. All right, y'all, take it easy. The one thing I don't like is when Rhea gets involved in the women's world title match, but by not even earning it. I smell triple threat, Safed. I smell triple threat at WrestleMania for the most part. The You People promo from Cena was totally justified. And it was. He let out everything that he felt for the last 25 years. Pretty much. Since everything that he felt for the last for all this time that he was basically, booed and just crapped on. He felt tonight justified. That poor chubby kid. Yeah, bro. That poor chubby kid. I feel bad. I really, really do. But I think they probably filled him in, I would hope. But I mean, who knows? But bad. Poor kid. He has to go back to school. And I'm sure they're going to poke fun at this. I'm sure he's going to be a meme. And again, don't be a bully, be a star. Okay? And again, Cena, he teased that he wasn't going to speak. People were booing. People were doing the John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Bro, I literally felt I was back in 2013, 2014 with those chants. I'm like, yo, we're back. We're so back. For real. And again, you would think, right? I literally thought I would not hear those chants ever again. Because we got to a point where, like, yo, we now appreciate John Cena. We appreciate the fact that, yo, he is one of the literally, depending who you listen to, one of the all-time greats. Some would say the greatest of all time. I know Michael Cole for a while there, before tonight calling him a prick, he would refer to him as the greatest of all time. Right? So whenever he would show up, you appreciate that he's here. You appreciate that he is literally in the ring, whether it's a promo, a match, whatever it may be, right? But now here we are. It's like we're back in 2013, 2014 with the John Cena sucks chants and stuff like that. And they threw everything at him. They were telling him that shut the F up. They were literally, and again, John Cena, like we mentioned before, felt justified by saying this, right? And it looks exactly like Cena from the past 15 years. Like we mentioned before, he's still wearing the exact merch. That's not going to go away. All right, that's not going to go away. You basically need to understand that. That's not going to go away. I know there's some people who would have loved that, and that's fine. But Cena went on to say that throughout all this time, I gave you guys everything, but none of you never asked how I felt. None of you guys never asked how I felt, what I've been going through, and all that stuff. And that doesn't happen anymore. Right? And then out comes Cody Rhodes. And Cody got this big chant. Oh my God, he got the most over chant because, he's in there with Cena, right? And there's a moment where Cena goes to call him kid. Call him a kid. And Cody shut that up real fast. Whoa. I am not a fucking kid. I am WWE champion. He doesn't like the Cena that we see right now. This is not like, what is this? Right? What is this in John Cena? You can see just the anger in Cody's face in this graphic alone, right? And I'll be honest too, like, I don't think we got everything. And we were not going to get everything either. I know there's some people out there who felt it was brutal. There's some people who felt it was brutal. There's some people who thought, oh man, they didn't give us everything. I thought it was going to be a face-off and this and whatnot. I think I need to understand too, like, yo, we still got a hell of time in this. We still got plenty of time on this road to WrestleMania. Matter of fact, they're going to be in the same ring once again next week in Scotland. They're going to be in the ring again next week in Scotland. So just keep that in mind. Like, yo, you're going to get everything. It's just not going to be all in one night. And you wouldn't want that either. You want to milk this. Enjoy the ride that they're taking you on. To quote The Rock, enjoy the ride The Rock's taking you on. Enjoy the ride that Cena and Cody are taking you on right now. But for the most part, I enjoyed this. The segment went 30 minutes. Where Cody at the end called him a bitch, threw the mic, got out of the ring. And it felt like they were going to say more. I felt like Cena was going to say more, but it's like, nah. They ended the segment. Again, it went over 30-something minutes for the most part, which is fine. All right, again, this European crowd ate this up, which is exactly what you want. This is exactly what you want. I've heard people say, oh, I hope they never go back to the States. Well, who knows? Who knows, right? But I enjoyed this segment for the most part. Guys, let me know in the chat. Did you enjoy the opening segment, right? Did you enjoy it for the most part? Let me know in the chat. But I can't wait for round 2 next week. Cannot wait. It kind of reminds me of when Cody and Roman had those first interactions back in 2023 when Cody won the Rumble, right? And you knew, he was going to go after Roman Reigns, and you knew where this was going, right? So you wanted to see, remember that first SmackDown where Cody and Roman would be in the ring for the first time, right? Just that interaction, right? And you wanted to know how this would turn out, and the promos were good, and this was sort of similar, right? So now next week, we see what's going to happen in round 2. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, man, Cody hung in there with Cena, because we didn't get that full back and forth interaction just yet. Likely next week, it has to get close to WrestleMania. But I'm enjoying this. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts and all that stuff, too. Let me know your thoughts. Right. But yeah, like I mentioned, also Michael Cole was heartbroken by all of this, and they throw a video package, right? By the way, Michael Cole called Cena a prick. So there was that also. By the way, on commentary tonight, it was Michael Cole and Corey Graves on commentary tonight. So that was cool too. Good on Corey Graves. The opening match was a no-holds-barred match between Penta and Ludwig Kaiser. I thought for the most part, it was a very, very fun match. The crowd seemed very into this for the most part. Everybody got their moments in, right? The match went about literally 10 minutes. They used a steel chair. They were on the outside. They used the announcer's table for the most part too. But when it was all said and done, you knew Penta was going to go over. So there was that. And after the match, Kathy Kelly asked Penta what's next. And Penta went on to say that he wants the Intercontinental Championship. That is what he wants next. And it kind of felt like you didn't understand what he was saying at first because it sounded like he botched it or he butchered the word, if you will. But look, likely at WrestleMania, we're going to get a multi-person match with, Penta, Braun Breaker, and probably Ludwig, probably throw Finn in there, but we'll see. But that is what Penta wants. He wants his shot at a championship. So we'll see how that one pans out down the road here. Let me read the chat here as well. Calvin writes, why does Triple H hate Austin Theory so much? I wouldn't know hate. I mean, if he hated him, would he be on TV tonight or this afternoon, depending where you are at around the world? So yeah, I mean, he's getting TV time for the most part, right? So there's that too. After this, we saw Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee confronted by Ivy Nile and the Creed Bros, and they wanted to know where Chad Gable was. American Made claimed ignorance, right? And Mysterio and Lee said they were going to Adam Pearce about getting a possible match between them, that being Ray and Dragon Lee and Julius and Brutus Creed. So that happened. We also saw backstage the Judgment Day where Finn Balor is, for a moment, they're excited about the night, right? And then Dominic comes running with an idea for him, and he wants to add a member again because Dominic Mysterio is so hell-bent on getting this new member for the Judgment Day, right? He really wants this new member, right? We've been hearing about it. We've been hearing about this for weeks, about this new member for the Judgment Day. And Finn Balor wants nothing of it, right? I don't want to hear any of this shit. No, I do not want a new member, right? So this time, Dominic throws a name. He throws a name out there of who could possibly join the Judgment Day, right? And if you notice early in the night, there was like a backstage interaction, and you see like a little Easter egg of you see backstage, right? They didn't focus on it or anything like that, but you see Dominic talking to Karrion Kross, right? So the name that Dominic throws at Finn Balor, you would have thought, hey, Karrion Kross. But instead, he throws out Penta. The same Penta who earlier in the night said that he wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. The same title that Finn Balor was going to challenge for later on in the main event. So Finn Balor just like, you know what? You are a snake. That's right. You, Dominic Mysterio, are a fucking snake. Those were literally Finn Balor's words to Dominic Mysterio. So there's still this tension. There's still this issue going on in the Judgment Day. Why? I have no clue, but hey, it is what it is. After this, we saw Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile going at it once again. I thought the match, for the most part, it was fine. Nothing to really go crazy about, anything like that. The match literally went about literally under 3 minutes, to be honest. So there you go. Dakota Kai got the win with the kick. So there was that. What can I tell you? Yeah, just they got it out the way. Then we saw Chad Gable running to ringside right before the match. By the way, this happened before the match, right? Chad Gable ran right before the match, and during the match, Mysterio and Lee came out, and they beat up the Creeds, and they chased Chad Gable while Ivy was distracted. Then I already mentioned it already. Again, Dakota Kai went for the kick and got the win. After this, we did see the contract signing between Io Sky and Bianca Belair, and they're signing their contract for WrestleMania. And you guys already know my take on contract signings. I hate them. I fucking do. If the match is already made official, why the fuck are we needing a contract signing? But that's beside the point. Okay. So they both signed the name and all that stuff, and There you go, WrestleMania, Bianca and Io. And out comes Rhea Ripley, who's still not happy with the fact that Bianca Belair got involved in her match with Io Sky, right? She's not happy about that. So they start brawling. Everyone starts brawling, right? There's a moment where obviously Rhea Ripley has, I think it was Bianca on the table, and then she power bombs Io Sky. And then she grabs the contract and she signs her name like underneath where Bianca and Io signed. And in her mind, oh, she's in the match at WrestleMania, but it's not. Now, they're just telling you straight up, yeah, they're doing the three-way at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley is going to find her way in this three-way match. Do I agree with it? No, but hey, you know what? What else are you going to do with Rhea Ripley? What else? Heading into WrestleMania. You know? So there's that. And I think also, too, if you're Io Sky, you want to show that you're this fighting champion, right? You're this fighting champion that you will take on all challengers. In this case, you want to show that you can overcome adversity and take on both Bianca and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And that might cost her. They might just cost her the match. But we'll see how all that goes down. But yeah, we even saw backstage like later on in the night where Adam Pearce is asking for this contract back. And Rhea Ripley didn't want to give it to her. And then they started brawling outside the office, right? They started brawling and stuff. That being all three women, Bianca, Io, and Rhea. And they had to get pulled apart and shit like that. The record didn't show how you lost, but it said you lost. Exactly. Absolutely, Safad. Rhea lost. She needs to move on. But at the same time, as a champion, you are owed a rematch, which is true. Rhea Ripley is owed a rematch. So we'll see how that goes out. But again, triple threat is likely the case at WrestleMania. After this, we saw Jey Uso versus Austin Theory. And what can I say? This match literally went about less than 30 seconds. Now, could you say that, hey, time was cut off because obviously Cena and Cody, well, the Cena segment went about 30 minutes. Yeah. Liv is also owed a rematch, but didn't they wrestle already, though? I could have sworn they did. I could have sworn that they had their match before. I could be wrong, but that's beside the point. Okay, that's beside the point. Yeah, man. Jey Uso, Austin Theory, literally less than 30 seconds. Jay got the win. I get it. Look, time was cut. They probably cut time off because Cena's segment went about 30 minutes with Cody Rhodes. So I understand. At the same time, it kind of sucks because, bro, this is the guy, that being Jey Uso, is challenging for the world title. At the same time, you want to show him some, you want to show that, yo, man, he could beat anybody. So give him some momentum too. But at the same time, like we said before, I know me and Chase said this, mostly Chase, to be honest. You know, from the looks of it, look, it's hard for me to believe that Jay and Gunther are closing night one. It's hard for me to believe it, okay? But the way things are going. But at least give them closing segments on the show. Give them a closing segment with Gunther and Jay. Hey, guess what? They're in Europe, right? For the next couple of weeks. You mean to tell me Gunther can't close a show, you know, again, with a segment or a match in his continent? Right? Tonight, Braun Breaker and Finn Balor closed the show. Oh, but Finn is Irish. And I get that. But Finn is not going out to WrestleMania to defend the World Heavyweight title. Matter of fact, Finn Balor or Braun Breaker don't even have a guaranteed match at WrestleMania just yet. But Gunther does with Jey Uso. Is the brand major title. Can we start giving these two guys closing segments on the show? You know? That's the thing. But I digress. I really, really do. During the break, Grayson Waller challenged Jey Uso to find a partner for a tag match against A-Town Down Under next week. So, yes, it is official. Next week, it will be, Jey Uso and a partner of his choosing versus A-Town Down Under. Who knows? Being that they're in Glasgow, Scotland, maybe Jey Uso will say his name, and maybe he will appear. Just saying, right? Make a lot of sense, right? I'm just saying. Next thing you know, they fucking bring out Grado. The tag match has potential to close. It does. It does have potential to close this week. It does. So we'll see how that goes too. We'll see how that goes. But next week, bro, maybe Jey Uso, like I mentioned moments ago, might say his name and he'll appear. But let's see how that one turns out. From there, we got the LWO versus the Creed brothers. The match itself went about literally less than 6 minutes. Again, a lot of these matches were cut off because of time, because of that Cena promo, I want to believe. And for the most part, it was fine. For the most part, there was this one spot where Julius Creed saved Rey Mysterio. Because it looked like, bro, it was going to be bad for Rey, land on his head, and they're in the corner, and Julius catches him. Julius Creed catches Rey Mysterio. But when it was all said and done, look, obviously the LWO did pick up the win, and then after this, the Masked Luchador shows up. The Masked Luchador with the American-made mask, and he lays out both Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. And then he goes on running. And again, people are convinced it's Chad Gable, but I mean, look, nothing has been set in stone. Nothing has been said official. Nothing. So there's that too. But yeah, good for, again, I guess good for the LWO for the most part. They showed a recap for what happened last week between Rollins, Punk, and Roman Reigns. Rollins is out there. He cuts a promo. That's the thing, too. Like, honestly, they really need the Seth Rollins promo. If you're trying to save time on the show for the most part, do you really need a Seth Rollins promo here? We could have done a video package or something, but yeah, I digress. And Rollins, he's out there. He cuts a promo. He recaps his issues with Roman and CM Punk, and he says that he can't believe Roman Reigns still can't formulate a plan without his architect. He says he has to clean up Reigns' mess like he did in the old days. And this promo led to Rollins saying that he'll be on SmackDown to confront Roman Reigns and CM Punk, because Roman Reigns will be in Italy this Friday on SmackDown. And so will CM Punk. So Rollins going to be in there. And again, this is going to be planting the seeds already, if it's not already, for the three-way at WrestleMania. So there's that for the most part. The Seth promo could have been a pre-tape on a jet. I agree, Chase. This shit should have been on a jet. It did not need to be on TV. I get it. You may want that crowd to do the Seth Rollins chant, right? I don't know why people would still want to cheer for Seth Rollins after what the fuck he's done, but hey, what can I tell you, man? For the most part. After this, we did see Kathy Kelly interviewing AJ Styles. That guy who just can't help himself, right? The guy who's desperately needing the rub of Logan Paul. My guy, the Maverick, right? And basically, Styles is about to speak, and then he gets interrupted by Karrion Kross and Scarlett. And Kross tries to insinuate that AJ is jealous of Logan Paul. It's not insinuating anything. It's speaking a fact. AJ Styles is so jealous of how talented, how generational of a talent that Logan Paul is. There's levels to this, people. There's levels to this. And how it took Styles 17 years to get to WWE, and Logan Paul just happened to just walk in and be good at what he does. And come on, he's good at everything. He is. Come on. Let's just tell it like it is. And Styles didn't want to hear it. And he just walked away. Like the coward that he is, walking away. So typical. So typical. And then after we got the main event. Braun Breaker defending the Intercontinental Championship against Finn Balor. This match went about 12 minutes. For the most part, it was a fine match, right? A lot of good back and forth. And it looked like at the end there, it looked like Finn Balor had this in the bag, kind of, right? Dominic got on the apron. He was trying to help. So he pulls on, he shakes the ropes. And this. So while Braun fell, at the same time, Finn was on the top turnbuckle and he, hit himself, while when Dom shook the rope. And again, it was an accident, but again, the way this is going, again, Braun hit the Frankensteiner and then he hit the spear on Finn Balor for the 1-2-3. And he's still your Intercontinental Champion. So again, there's still this issue within the Judgment Day. How is it going to be solved? Time will tell. But that was Raw for the most part. Again, that Cena and Cody segment was just a chef's kiss to start things off. I do think in later weeks, like next week, it'll get more intensified for the most part. But let me know your thoughts in the chat. All right. Raw next week in Scotland. CM Punk will be there to, I guess, address whatever Rollins has to say, even though they'll be on SmackDown, but he'll be there next week in Glasgow, Scotland. Also, is Jey Uso in a partner of his choosing against A-Town Down Under. And, of course, Lyra Valkyria defending the Women's Intercontinental Champion against Raquel Rodriguez. Again, Raw next week, special start time at 4 p.m., 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? And, of course, we're going to continue with part 2 of Cena and Cody in the ring, facing off and all that stuff. But again, I enjoyed Raw for the most part. I thought this crowd brought it. They were electric. It makes you appreciate what you have, right? I hope y'all do. Like if you're in the States, like yo, they put us to shame. I wish again we can take some notes and try to implement how they react to certain things and bring it over to the shows in the US. But what do I know, right? But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. Much love to all of you. Again, there's no Steve's Kitchen, being that it's Monday. We're doing the Raw Rundown, being that Raw the next couple of weeks we'll still be in Europe, and it'll be live early in the day. So expect these early, for the next couple of weeks, the Raw Rundown to take place on a Monday. Okay? So that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back live tomorrow for another live edition of SAD, Something About Dynamite, where we'll be live reacting to AEW Dynamite. I know tomorrow is the Fatal 4-Way to see who's going to challenge Kenny Omega. I know it's going to be between Ricochet, Mark Davis. I forgot the other two people. It's sad. I know. It is what it is, though, okay? Let me just have a look-see here. Let me have a look-see. I don't want to fucking butcher this or anything like that. But let's have a look-see here. Let's have a quick little check here. Thank you. Oh, yeah, tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting. You see, I'm so used to doing this on a Tuesday that in my mind, I'm like, yo, it's Tuesday right now. My apologies, folks. My apologies. Okay? But, yeah, we'll be back live Wednesday. Yes, you are right, Safet. Dynamite on a Wednesday. You see, in my mind, I'm so used to doing the Raw Rundown on a Tuesday that in my mind, like, yo, this is Tuesday, but it's not. It's Monday. So we'll be back live Wednesday with another live edition of SAD, Something About Dynamite. All right? The watch party to AEW Dynamite. Join us for that one again. Well, we're gonna see who's gonna win. Who's gonna? Yeah, today is Monday, Brandon Brown. I know. I'm sorry, guys. In my mind, it's Tuesday, okay, but it's Monday. But yeah, join us on Wednesday to see who's gonna be the one to go to Dynasty to challenge Kenny Omega for the international championship between Orange Cassidy, Mark Davis, Ricochet, and Speedball Mike Bailey. All right. I hope you all enjoy that. All right. That's going to be it for me, guys. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. Follow me on X at Heel Steven. Thank you all for watching. As always, for myself, this has been, and of course, you guys, the gang, this has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network on a Monday. See you all Wednesday here on the Around the Point Network.